Galaxy S22 Ultra. It's been, close to 10 months now, if not 10 months. End of the year into 2022, pretty much like about less than 2 weeks away from 2023. So is the S22 Ultra really worth it into the next year? Or if you're watching it, you're probably in 2023 and beyond right now. How's it held up and if it's worth it? Let's talk my long-term experience with it. Now, this is going to be a bit more of a relaxed video. Look, I've done detailed hands-on impressions videos, long-term reviews on it. They're going to be linked in the description below. There might be a bit of product shots in this one, but you know what? It's going to be more of a conversational piece of how it's held up over 10 months and if it's actually worth it into 2023 and if it really deserves the phone of the year title, because boy, this is really doing a lot. We're going to start from the outside and work our way in and see how it's held up. You know what? If it looks like a note and it quacks like a note, it's a note. This is basically, people, the Note 22 Ultra, yeah? So what the Note 22 Ultra would have been, maybe August 2022, or back in the day where we had it in August, this is the phone. But you know what, yeah, I think Samsung are genius for doing that because this is probably the best-selling Note device in a very long while. So for them to reincarnate it, replace the Ultra lineup of the S series as the Note, you know what, as a business decision goes, yeah, you know what, I give it to them. They've done well with that. But the overall design of it, I'm okay with it. Actually, I like it a lot. I just think somewhere along the line, I thought because it was going to be an S series device, that we're going to really borrow from what they had with the S21 Ultra and bring it forward. I still really like that one, man. It had more of a curve to it. It had less of a front curve to the display as well. But regardless, the build quality and Samsung's Phantom Black or Phantom finish on their matte finish on their devices, yeah, you know, I think they've got it patterned up really nice. And they're still one of the only few companies that really does a black color well, whether it be it glossy or matte, but in this case, especially a matte finish. Look, the build quality is good. Yes, I do wish the buttons were adjacent to each other with the power button on the right, the volume on the other side. It's more of a preference thing. I wish it had a matte finish on the metal rails rather than a glossy like what it used to do in the past. Again, that's more of a personal preference thing, but the matte finish at the back is still the one. I've kind of come to just accept the singular camera holes here. And apparently that's what's going to be coming to the S23 ones. I do prefer the camera module that was on the S21 Ultra. Some people were saying it looked like a domino piece, but you know what? We'll take this one as it is. Overall, in terms of the finish, the build quality, it's held up really, really well. Now, let's talk about the front and center of the display. The display experience technically is probably going to still be the best you can get on a smartphone for technical reasons as a total package. Look, personal preference goes, I will always prefer a flat display. But away from that, the high brightness, 1750 nits, the QHD plus resolution display, the second generation LTPO display where it can refresh from 120 hertz down to 1 hertz. You know, it's an AMOLED, dynamic AMOLED panel. It's great, but you've got to understand that, yes, people, S Pen is not only built into the frame of the phone, but you get that on the display as well. One of the only few phones that's still going to give you that complete package. So I think this is on a technical level for a traditional non-folding screen smartphone. This is probably one of the best you're still going to get. Yes, other manufacturers are coming out with higher brightness, but they don't have the same high resolution as a complete package. Yeah, minus the flat display, S22 Ultra still holds the best when it comes to thin bezels, a small hole punch. It does the job, and that super fast ultrasonic fingerprint sensor display as well in there. Performance, I don't even know how to really put this one. Look, I'm in UK and Europe. This is powered by the infamous Exynos 2200, 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigabytes of storage, no micro SD card. I was on the Note 20 Ultra. I'm gonna be honest, I have really minimal interest in mobile gaming, right? Day-to-day performance is good. It's gonna be good. I just think it's just somewhere along the line where Samsung, you're the only ones that does this dual split SoC personality between your flagship S series devices. No one else does this. Like, it's not competition, it's cannibalism. Like, you're fighting against yourself. Just give us the best chipset, Snapdragon, and just let us have the best experience. Some people are going to be complaining about the lack of gaming compatibility out of the box or efficiency. My biggest problem is really the fact that the ISP, the image signal processor that's in the Exynos chip, in my personal opinion, is inferior to the Snapdragon one. And I've seen this in terms of camera testing, what was on the Fold 4 with the 8 Plus Gen 1 compared to the Exynos 2200. And even if we go far back to the S21 FE versus the S21, because in here, you've got a Snapdragon on that one for the S21 FE and Exynos on the S22. You can see the difference. All I'm saying is this, Samsung, I just can't wait till you just dead this whole dual SoC personality thing. Give us the best chipset Snapdragon and let's keep it moving. About keeping it moving, we're going to talk about the camera. Hardware-wise, factually speaking, this is still Samsung's biggest and best complete package, right? 108 megapixel on the main, the 12 megapixel ultra wide, the 10 megapixel 3x zoom, and then obviously that extended 10x 10 megapixel periscope zoom. And then the selfie camera is 40 megapixels, but you just got to remember that's really doing pixel binning, so it's still really going to be giving you 10 megapixel images. But overall, what I really like about Samsung is that focus on trying to keep everything balanced, right? We're talking about a seamless video recording experience in 4K 30, where you can switch all the lenses at the back, enter the selfie, pause it, take pictures, continue, all in one clip. I do wish they did that a bit more seamlessly in 4K 60, but you can at least still switch to the selfie as well. Edge detection, Samsung have quite on. I don't know what Samsung have done with their edge detection. They've got the best portrait mode edge detection on any smartphone I've seen right now. And it happens in real time. Like before you take the shot, you're seeing the background blur, and then the HDR processing that kicks in after, it's just on point. I honestly think it's the most powerful all-round camera. What they really need to do is really figure out the speed of it. They just need to speed up the UI and just the shutter speed, the shutter lag, eliminate it even more. Overall though, I'm actually very impressed with the camera and like it. It's a camera that I trust in a lot more situations, especially this year that I've been traveling a lot. Let's move over to the next one, software. Oh Lord, I'll tell you this, yeah. Please just go to sammobile.com, Sammobile TV. Go on there, look for the One UI playlist. I covered all the betas there, like damn. I would say this though, I do wish they worked a bit more on smoother animations, even though the speed compared to Android 12 on One UI 4.1 and One UI 4.1.1 was greatly improved. I just think it's just the nature of the beast. One UI is so heavily stacked from specialist features like DeX. I don't know if they can really make it on a system level as smooth as what you find on, let's just say, the Pixel experience, right? But regardless, the software features are on point. Android 13 is nice. What they've been able to do to give you more customization when it comes to the lock screen out of the box, which some people were saying it kind of looked like they were copying iOS, but really was from Lockstar, the good lock extension that they had with it as well. Things like better widgets management, smart widgets, stacked widgets. Overall, Android 13 is a nice polish. I think it just needs a fresh lick of paint in terms of the visuals and the look, in my personal opinion, right? But it is the one I'm used to the most, but yeah, it's the most feature stacked. It's been very stable, and Samsung have just done well to own monthly software updates on Android smartphones, and the way they're able to just bring out the next generation version of Android, and the fact that they've promised 4 generations, yeah, this is going to be stacked up until Android 16 with an additional year of security updates. So I'll take it as that. And I think just wrapping it up, like battery, hey, it's the same. Like it ain't improved since what I said in February. So what that basically means is for you to get the best battery life, full high definition plus on the screen resolution, keep it at 120 Hz. You don't want 60 Hz on a phone like this. And use 4G. I don't know whether it's because the 5G modem in the Exynos system on a chip ain't all that, but 5G kind of sucks a lot of battery. Use as much Wi-Fi as possible. Yeah, about 5.5 hours of screen on time if you want to just use screen on time as a complete metric. All I'm saying is this: 15 hours day. That's going to account for screen on time, screen off time. Really, you're going to be at the end left with about 25 to 15% battery, give or take. So, hey, that's kind of been the battery life experience. But the real thing is long term. How is it held up? Look, my bias is, look, I'm more of a foldable user, but as an Ultra phone goes, right, Samsung have nailed it. Would I say it's phone of the year for me? No. Does it mean because it's a bad one? No. I just think going into the next generation, we just need to have parity. Samsung, if you can give us parity across the board, one chipset that rules them all and does the job and optimizes well, especially when it comes to the ISP and camera performance, for me especially, that is very serious when it comes to that experience. yeah, I think I can consider that. But regardless, it's a great phone. And you know what, if you get it now, you're not gonna really be disappointed, but hey, maybe wait till the S23 Ultra comes out and see if you can get this on a discount if you don't think that's much different. If you found this video useful, as always, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're part of Team TLS, the Tech Lover Squad, so you don't miss any future videos on the channel. It's been Ben, hope you're safe, catch you in the next one. Peace.